Alright, we're back again on Freestylin LSD. It is an ugly ass day in Chicago, but always a beautiful day when I get to see Iman.
Oh my goodness.
We got Iman Loren with us today. A poet, a writer, a beautiful human being. So tell me where to find you. What are you up to right now?
You can find me at Loren like Polo, Lauren, Likepolo. Instagram and Twitter, and then Facebook's Iman Loren Black. And currently, shows I got going on. I'm performing at Pitchfork, representing Book 4, representing young Chicago authors. And I'll also be performing Mamby at the Beach as Best of Wordplay feature. The name of this piece is called Preamble, and it's for Jessica Hampton, who's a black woman. We the side bitches pieces of this union. In order to find a more profitable nigga, get a nut off, and catch the six like a run in our tights. To ensure that we are as clean as the shower before. Domestic abuse is not catalyst for a DM slide. A red receipt turned off. The morning he wakes up more American macho. This is for the people. Flush down the toilet like a carton of angels. We the side bitches pieces of this red line system. In order to tell him my results, trust to take a seat next to me and still die before my blood has set its alarm, or his. To ensure this breathing pillow is a sacrifice, a contingency prayer, a 47th Street stabbing in the basement of my headboard. I, the side bitch piece of his underwear drawer, whom he holds onto like a single ride ticket or a platform argument he has already lost. I think that piece specifically, there was a woman who was stabbed on the 47th Street red line, and the story behind it was just very crazy for the explanation of how the environment played a big role in like her death, like for everybody just using it for media's sake or for clickbait and things like that, but no one actually like made the correlation to be like, yo, like this is a situation that is escalating, like let's stop here. And for whatever the story is or whatever media wants to say about it, I think oftentimes that is often no one ever really wants to protect women, especially black women, because that's something that I went through firsthand, with no one ever really wanting to protect us, and no one ever really wants to hear the story of the other woman, and sometimes she doesn't even know that she is the other woman. So we often want to just like jab and stab, like, being the other woman without hearing us for our position. So I'm always like, check the middleman before you check both sides. And so this next piece inspired by the South Side, which I am from, South Side's finest, 79th all day. The name of this piece is called 79th Be the Catwalk. Tyra Banks ain't got shit. Taxes just hit. Folks strut. Here is the timber of our land. We give the breeze a new cover. Girl, some dude with a camera said he could buy my walk plus interest. My face ain't enough to want my body to move. Like I got somewhere to be. Round here, home ain't much of America's model. My landlord said I walk like money, a stain or finesse. Examination is extermination. What was a shortcut is now a safe word kept for cutting. Or, just in case some fool thinks a South Side stomp sweet. Commercial. Commissary is a black girl stride to the bus. Be black boys who grab their dickies. Gucci belt gang expect me to hold they strap. Loose square sellers all off theirs, ready to lick or hit one. They think the bus will wait for me, but someone else ready to take my spot. Like the white man's hunt ain't my job too. Like they ain't got somewhere to be to. Like we ain't in a hurry to go someplace where we can just walk.
Yeah, alright. So as far as your experience like with just trash ass men in general, that's definitely, that's a common theme in your writing for sure. Right?
Yes.
Trash ass men. How do you still, try to find love and make connections with people and still, protect yourself and that shit?
Because I was like such a hopeless romantic. And I feel like I have so much love for my men that I'm not ready to give up on them. You know what I'm saying? But I love them too much to not hold them accountable. And like something that Brittany, she just said that like really went into me was like, what are black men gonna do when black women stop fighting for them? Because we really the only ones that's like giving them batteries, like constant batteries to put in their pack. And I think that my love for building this better relationship and building this better communication between us, my love for women keeps thriving that relationship, because I write for like younger girls who didn't get to have these conversations, or who only get to see these experiences very secondhand, and especially in the hands of like people who don't understand their situations, or who don't even understand their dynamics or anything like that. So me writing through, you know, through my relationships with these men, all in all, these men teach me things about myself, you know what I'm saying? So you can only like keep the people around you that are only reflections of yourself. So once I'm like building those relationships and building those betterings of better people, I'm ultimately building them with myself first. I do a new piece. This
on-release shit.
Yeah.
Produce.
Fresh produce. Sushi all the way, right? This piece is, I think I want to call it an ekphrastic piece. I don't know if I want to give my idea out yet for what I want my upcoming book to be. But it is an ekphrastic piece based off of a thirst trap that I had posted on Instagram for the first time, and it was amazing to me. It was just very liberating to me. And so one artist that I really look up to, their name is Sierra Freeman, and
Sierra is dope.
Yes,
like,
and
incredible writer.
Just a badass mamma jamma, exactly like their twins. But they commented, and it was like, she just said, "Keep us shook, sis." And so the name of this piece is Sierra Told Me to Keep 'Em Shook, or Urban Shorty Posts a Picture in Her Panties. Urban Shorty got a thick ass and some nice legs, and Urban Shorty wants to show 'em off. Urban Shorty writes poems with men all over them. She is a fan of closets, whether for hiding or dressing. Niggas aren't welcome here unless it's through a picture, a like, a comment about how much of a hoe she is, about who's seen the side of her that's not, about how she's the same in bed when she's not in yours. Urban Shorty posts pics like this for herself, for her babes who twerk in aisles of wordplay, who lost their virginity before their venture card. This is for my babies, who are hungry and hormonal, give themselves as feast for a meal in return, who get Uber Eats for free, who suck dick and ain't ready to spit it out yet. This is for my niggas, who let me dance on bar tops and buy me a drink after, who works as bodyguards and dance partner, whose laps I sit on in the back of broken down cars. This is for having a lap to sit on without a hard dick. This is for the dicks who ain't hard, for the shorties trying to glow without an ultimatum and compliments. This is for the sexy and smart shorties, the sensual and slick shorties, for the shorties in urban areas who buy panties in packs of 6 and still flex it for the gram.
As far as like the attention it got back, how much of it was like appreciated and how much of it was like creepy as shit?
That was what was surprising to me, because I think that like, you know, it got great feedback. I mean, as far as likes and stuff like that, I guess. But, you know, like, as far as comments, I didn't have, like, not one disrespectful comment. But what was...
shocking.
It is shocking. But what was even more shocking to me was that it was just a regular-ass selfie. Like, see, like, you still gonna get your thirst. Like, you still gonna get your thirsties. Like, you still gonna get your lemonade stand ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna get them regardless. But, you know, what was gratifying for me, I think, was that, like, oh, you thirsty whether it's a picture of my face or a picture of my ass. So you just gonna be thirsty regardless. So, okay, that was just like the nail in the coffin for me.
Yeah. How do you protect yourself from that negative energy that you expect when you do something like that?
I think what I learned from posting that was that not every time you gotta expect negative energy. And I think that the reason why I thought that for a long time, because, you know, I'm a big optimist. You know, my glass is always half full. My glass is always over. My cup runneth over. with optimism. And so like I always just think about, you know, the what ifs from time to time. But I think a part of that training in my brain was because, like, as a world or as a society, especially for black women, like, we want to make black women so monolithic. We want to make, like, women, like, so monotone. Like you're either a Lauryn Hill or you're a Cardi B. You either wear Jordans or you wear heels. You either went to the juke jams or you went to the libraries. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always these one of the others. And so with me being a writer and a poet, and, you know, oh, that's Iman Loren, she do slam, she do poetry, you know, like, you know, I feel like my name runs high for things that I'm, like, known for my successes, which I carry, like, fondly of, you know, proudly. And so, you know, when I thought that I would post that, it'd just be like a gas. Like, no, she's so responsible. She's such a girl that you don't really see out here like this. And it's like, yeah, you know, you're gonna talk about me regardless. So at least let me put myself out there before anybody else gets the chance to.
Very true. All right, I think that is it for this episode. Iman, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This is actually lit.
Yeah.